Hey everybody, welcome to Movement Mondays. Today I'm going to talk about the deadlift and some ways that you can improve it, make it a little bit safer. I'm going to be dealing with standard barbell, just a couple 25-pound plates on it. I've got a couple of dumbbells here, and I'm also going to use an empty easy curl bar just to demonstrate some stuff. I'm also going to go over a drill with how you can change the emphasis of it, because I know one of the most common problems is a rounding of the lower back, which puts a lot of strain on the spine, particularly the lumbar spine, and can cause some major problems and major pains and injuries down there. So I'm going to show you a little quick drill for that. Okay, so first, think of the deadlift a little bit differently. Commonly when people think of it, they think of it that you're just picking up this really heavy weight off the floor. So one thing that I came across recently is to change that thought process and think of it more as a horizontal motion. If you're trying to drive your hips forward, you're not trying to pick the weight up. So I'll do it without anything first. So just watch as I go down. My back is going to stay very neutral. My neck isn't going to be strained up. I'm not going to be tucked down. Everything's going to be neutral and flat. There's going to be a little arch in my back. And also notice how my hips move. So as I'm coming down, my hips are going out. Back is arched. I'm not rounded here. I keep everything nice and tight. Now when I come up, I'm not coming up. I'm going this way, driving through. Okay? That's the hip drive. That's also known as hip hinging. And what that means is that my body is pivoting at the hip like a hinge. I'm not going down and up like a squat, okay? It's a little bit different. So something you can do to practice that is go to a wall, get very, very, very close to a wall. Just keep your hands right at the side, feet about shoulder distance apart, and just bring your butt back. Don't bend your knees, don't go like this, butt comes straight back. Pretty easy here. Step a few inches forward. Butt comes back again. You're going to notice your knees are going to start to bend a little bit. Go a little bit further out. And there's the deadlift position, okay? It's going to come a little bit lower depending on the length of your arms and how high the plates are. If I had 45-pound plates, this would be a little bit easier. My arms are a little short. Okay, so first I'm going to go over body weight, then I'm going to go to dumbbells, then I'm going to go to a barbell deadlift, and you're going to see how this works. So you're shoulder width apart, okay? You don't want your feet too close, too far apart. Find out where it's comfortable for you, but you generally want to kind of be pushing out a little bit as you're going through this. Now one trick to keep your neck in place that I'll show you now is you can bite the collar of your shirt, or you can put a ball under your chin. That's a little awkward. So what I mean is like that. What that's not going to let you do is it's not going to let you look up too much. It's not going to let you strain your neck, and it's not going to let you lose that flat alignment in your spine. So I'll show you as I go down. You'll see the position it keeps me in. So I go down, currently top lifter. I go down. I can't look up like this, right? It kind of forces me to stay here. Or when I come up and drive through. Okay, so that's a little trick you can use. Now, once more, I'm down. Everything's flat. Again, my middle and upper back are working here. This is not a squat, so my legs are not going to be down here. Some people say you should drive from parallel position. I'm here, flat back, hips come forward. Again, horizontal motion. And now, okay? Here's the common mistake. See this? What you want is there. It's a subtle difference, but this, lower back injury, herniated disc, bulging disc, pain like crazy. Keep you on the bench for months and months. This, no pain at all, emphasis in your glutes, emphasis in your hamstrings. The difference is when you're in this position properly, you're going to feel a pull in your hamstrings. Here, no pull, no tension. Here, I can't go down much further because my hamstrings are fully engaged. Drive up. Driving up through the back, posterior chain, okay? Not driving up through the quads, you're driving through the, right up here, hamstrings, glutes. All right, I'll do it with some dumbbells. So usually when you have dumbbells, you're going to start from the standing position. So again, I bring my feet in a little bit here so my dumbbells don't whack my knees. So I'm going to come down, and up, and down, and up. You can experiment with the position. I like neutral at the side. You can come a little bit forward if that's easier for you. One more thing, when you lock out at the top, really pull it in and back, okay? Especially when you have these weights. I'm gonna lock everything. My glutes are flexed right now. All right. how I'm going to do it with barbell. That's the way you're going to most commonly see it, especially going to the gym. After you see this, you can go and watch everyone do them. Really dangerous. Alright, one thing that's different is you want to take the slack out of the bar when you're doing this. You don't want to pick the bar up before you really engage and pull. So this is a little low, so you're going to see me kind of squatting a little deeper than I would if this was higher. Usually I pick the bar up off of here. So, coming down here, first thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to pick up like this, because if I do that, I really feel it in my lower back. I'm going to kick my hips out. I'm going to take the slack out, right? Engage my back, drive my hips forward. And when I go down and up and do a few reps, I'm not coming to the floor. This bar is way too small. So down, below my knees, and up. Notice the arch is staying in my back. My hips are driving. They're generating the force for me to go down and to go up. Okay? So, for two quick other kinds of deadlifts that you can do. Really three, I'll go over the third one really quickly. But here's another one. So you have the stiff leg deadlift or Romanian deadlifts. Very subtle difference between them. Stiff leg is the way it sounds. Your legs stay pretty much locked out. Maybe you can go a little softer with the knees just so you don't overwork the front. So here we go. I'll do it with the barbell. So I'm going to pick it up, standard. Feet about the same. What I'm going to do, so I'm just going to keep my legs locked. I'm not going to be able to go as low with this one because I'm working on the hamstrings here. And they're going to be straight. Okay, everything stays flat. I keep the back engaged. And I'm not like this. I'm here. Romanian deadlift, your knees will soften a little bit. As you can see, I'm not going to be locked. So as I come down, my hips go out. The bar stays closer to my legs. I come back up. Right? Stiff leg, it's further away from my legs. Romanian, hips hinge, down, nice and close. It's closer to a standard deadlift, which stays pretty close to your legs. I'll do a standard, just so you can see the comparison. Right? See how close it is? Okay, so there you go. There's a little video on how to deal with the deadlift. Any other variations, sometimes you see one-legged deadlifts to work on balance, which would be something in this nature if you're holding a couple dumbbells, that kind of thing. It's the same principle. You want to be driving, pushing through that heel. You want to be driving all the way at the hamstrings, at the glutes, not the lower back. Don't bend and get up at the lower back. Don't round your back. You want to be always hinging at the hips. So use that little hip drill that I did in the beginning to help practice the form. Make sure you've got that down. When you got it down, grab a bar like this. It's a 10-pound bar. Grab a couple of 5-pound dumbbells. Practice the form. Don't go to one of those right away. You know, even 50 pounds on a bar, you do it incorrectly, one lift is all it takes to just slip that disc out and leave you on the floor and go to the hospital. Then you got to pay all sorts of medical bills and get your back fixed, and don't do that. Okay, so that's all for this deadlift video. Leave a comment below if you need any other assistance, you want some clarification on maybe some things that I didn't work on. And that's it, so let me know how you like this, and I will see you guys next week. So hit your workouts, get out there, find your life, and stay safe.